all been to McDonald's or we've all been to Subway. You know, the hardest thing about the franchise part is consistency. You know, and you don't really understand what that means until you get into franchising, because we were able to grow our business once we realized we had to give up control. Because, I mean, let's face it, we're kind of control freaks, right? This was our baby, and that's how we treated it. And we weren't gonna just give anybody our baby. And, but we knew that we couldn't do it ourselves. And so we had to literally stop it and trust other people. Have systems in place, of course, and that's a whole other discussion, but have systems in place and give other people the opportunity to own a cupcake shop. We could, you know what, even take ideas from them, you know, and they're really wanting to do that. And because we're cupcakes and because we're pink and we're cupcake girls, all our franchise partners are women, and they all have a lot of creativity, and you know, and they have wonderful ideas. It doesn't mean that we're going to apply them or, you know, do something with them, but no, now we kind of always say 5 heads is better than 2 heads, right? So it's neat in the sense of getting different perspective, but in the message of branding, consistency is so important. And it's like not changing the paint formula of the pink. You know, like the Tiffany blue is a formula. It's an exact color blue. You don't need to be in front of Tiffany's to see that blue. You can see that box anywhere in the world and you know what box that is. And that's how we take the approach. And so with the show, you know, obviously Heather and Jade were very visual and they're an incredibly creative team. They had this idea where I'm like a thorn in their side, because for me it's about the franchises. And for me, it's about making sure that the franchises are happy. Well, what's going to make them happy is when they're making money. And the only way they'll make money is if their costs are, you know, right. And so it's about getting the right box, but at the right price. So because we're still a small company, I mean, 8 stores might seem like a lot, we're really small potatoes. And especially in the world of custom packaging, we're very small potatoes. And having the perfect Tiffany box and now, you know, the cupcake box costs a lot of money. So we're still in the challenge, but yes, it's coming out in 6 weeks. Jade won. You got the window. But it took a lot of different companies to find the right price. And unfortunately for us, that's kind of what is a big part of our job still, is making sure that we have our name, whether it's going to be in Toronto and we plan to go around the world eventually, but it's like walking into Denman 9 years ago. You know, it's about the consistency, and as Heather says, the simplicity. Cupcakes is really simple, and it doesn't need to be complicated. And so with our systems and everything, we always go back to keeping it really, really simple.